everyone, today's lesson is lesson 98, writing numbers using Roman numerals. So all of our numbers are made using the tens digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The number system we use is named after the Hindus and the Arabs. It's called the Hindu-Arabic number system. Mathematicians believe the Hindus invented this number system and the Arabs brought it to other parts of the world about 12,000 to 15,000 years ago. The earliest known symbols for numbers were the Egyptian numerals that were first used at least 5,400 years ago. The ancient Babylonians, Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, Mayans, Chinese, and Japanese all used numbers that look different from ours. We can't be sure when Roman numerals were first used, but we do know that they're at least 2,000 years old. Roman numerals were used in some schools until the year 1600, and for bookkeeping in some European countries until about 1700. We can still see Roman numerals on clocks, on pages in books, and on dates on old buildings. Now, the Romans used 7 symbols when they wrote their numbers. The symbols they used were I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. So I means 1, V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. The Romans did not have a symbol for 0. All of our counting numbers can be made using these symbols. So we're going to start off by writing the Roman numerals from 1 to 10. Okay? So our numbers, we have I for 1. Okay? Now, we usually add extra symbols to the right to make the next number. So 2 would be an I with another I next to it. 3 is 3 I's all put together. Okay. Now the number 4 is 1 less than 5. So we would put an I and then a V because V stands for 5 and 1 I is 1. So this shows us that it's 1 less than 5. And then 5 is V. Okay? 6 is a V and then an I because it's 5 plus 1 more. 7 is V with 2 I's. 8 is a V with 3 I's because it's 5 plus 3. 9 is 1 less than 10. And remember, 10 is an X. So 9 would be an X with an I in front of it, because it's 1 less than 9. Okay? So you notice the numbers 4 and 9 are the 5 and the 10 with an I in front of it. Okay? So we're going to keep going. So 11 is an X for 10 and then an I for 1. Then an X with 2 I's for 12. 13 is an X with 3 I's. 14 is an X and then an I and a V. Because 4, remember, is an I and a V. So 14 would be the X for 10 and then the 4. So it's X, I, V. And then 15 is X with a V next to it. Okay, because that's 15 and 10 plus 15. Okay, and we're going ahead and keep going. So 16 is XVI, XVII, XV with 3. Then for 19, we're going to use a symbol for it, 19. So it would be XIX. So that's the 10 and then the 9. And then 20, we'd use 2 X's for that. The next number we have is L for 50. So we're going to continue this pattern until we get to 50. So 21 is going to be 2 X's and an I. Okay, and we have, I'm just going to keep going quickly. And then again, 24, we'll use the 4, so we have XXIV. And then 25 is XXV. Okay. So we're just going to keep going until I get to 39. VI, XX, VII. And 29 is x, x, I, x, because we have 20 and a 9. And then 30 is 3 x's. Okay. 31 would be 3 x's and an I. 32 is 3 x's and 2 i's. And it would continue with the same pattern. When we get to 39, okay, it's going to be 39, we have x, x, I don't know, x, 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 I, x, I believe, is 39. So the number 40 is 10 less than 50. So at that point I'm going to change, and it's going to be 10 less than 50, because we're getting close to 50 at this point. So 40 we would mark as XL. So 41 would be XL1, okay, because it's 10 less than 40. Okay. And then we have 10 less than 52, 10 less than 53, 10 less than 44, which would be IV again, and then 10 less than 40, 50, 10 less than 55, like that. Okay. So once we get to the number 50, 50, remember, is the letter L. So 51 is when we started over again. So we would have L and then an I, because it's 50 and then a 1. 52 would be LII. 53 would be LIII. Then 54 again would be LIV, because it's 5 less, or 1 less than 5. Okay. And then of course this continues on. And so I'm going to skip ahead and go ahead and do the numbers 90 through 99. Okay, so starting at 90, remember, 40 we wrote an X and an L because 40 is 10 less than 50. So 90 is 10 less than 100, and 100 is shown with a C. So 90 looks like XC because it's 10 less than 100. Okay? 91 would be XC1, or I, then XCII, XCIII, then XCIV. It gets tricky as we keep going. And then XCV, XCVI, XCVII, XCVIII for 98. And then 99 is going to be 1 less than 100, so it's going to be IC, I believe. Okay, and then 100 is C. Alright, so the Romans, oh, I was wrong. 99 is XCIX. I had to look that up because it gets tricky once we get close. Okay, XCIX. Okay. So the Roman numerals are often used to write cornerstones of a building to show what year it was built. So the year 2000 would be written as MM. Okay, 2001 would be MMI. 2002 is MMII, okay, etc. until we get to 2005. Right? So 1995 is equal to 1000 plus 900 plus 90 plus 5. So I would show this by doing 1000, which is M. 900 is 1 less than 1000. So I would show that by doing a CM. 95, so remember 90 is 10 less than 100 plus 5. So altogether, 1995 is MCMXC, oop, not a 5, that's supposed to be a V. Excuse me, XCV. Okay. 1776, well, we have 1000, which is M. 700 would be DCC, then L, and then XXVI is what that date would look like. Okay? It's very difficult, and sometimes it's pretty cool to look up what year you were born online to see how it will be written in Roman numerals. Okay? And that's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching.